Yo, what's up, family? I'm back, man. I got a special guest today. It feel good. I gotta take my glasses off for this one, because this right here, this gonna get a little deep right here, man. Hey, I got a special guest today, man. This guy's a philanthropist, an entrepreneur. My family, my real family, my cousin, you know what I'm saying? We done played ball together, we done did a lot together. Man, this the marvelous Nick Cousar right here. What's up, my boy?
What it do, man. Appreciate you for having me, dog.
Yeah, man. This one right here is really great for me, man. My boy was able to take some time out from his busy schedule and come and drop some jewels with us. So
yes, sir.
Just look, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you comment and let my boy know that look, you love him for being here, you appreciate him for being here. And he tuned into the True Story Podcast. Look, we've been drinking a little bit, so you know what I'm saying? Hey, on this podcast right here today, now don't judge us now. We're gonna be slurring a little bit. We might do it a little bit, but it's all good. But
it's all love.
You feel me? But man, just tell the people about yourself, man. Like what you got going on, man.
I mean, man, I don't even know where to start, man. So much, got a background history coming from Rock Hill, South Carolina. That's what we play sports. So, I got a background history of playing sports, and
oh yeah.
I heard something, I think Charlamagne said this before, like, I'm a generational drug dealer at one point. Like I came from that background where it was like that was something, that's part of my story. So, but now here I am, a father, father first. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a man of God. So, those are the main three things to kind of describe where I'm at in life right now. And, here I am on my boys' podcast, ready to drop some jewels.
Yeah. So look, man, I just want to ask you, man, like, see, my boy got I call it a fashion company. You know what I'm saying? He got a fashion company called R.E.A.L. Just elaborate and let everybody know what R.E.A.L means.
I mean, it's an acronym. I mean, it was my definition of what R.E.A.L meant to me. Like, it's reality affects anybody's life. So even when I was going through shit, even when I was up, having good times, I realized that I was still running into problems day by day. Like, and so it was just like an overnight thing. God dropped in my heart. I was just up, like trying to find a way out. It was like at this time I was hustling, in the streets, and so it was like I need to find another way out. This ain't the way out. After playing sports is, of course, I fell right into it because that's what I knew.
Exactly.
But then it was like, I didn't want to do this. And we'll talk more about that later on in the podcast. But from there, it was like, real. I'm still going through real life shit. Most people wouldn't notice. I'm going through real life shit on a day-to-day basis.
Exactly.
And it was like, you know what? That's what's defining me real. Can't nobody tell me I'm not real, because I know the real life shit I've been through never broke me. It always, made me a better man. Exactly. So I always felt that no matter where I'm at in life, I'm always go through something. And I'm sure y'all will too. Y'all gonna go through something on a day-to-day basis. So it was like, reality affects anybody's life. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much money you don't have. You gonna go through something as a kid, as an adult. So that's just my promise, my message to y'all.
And see, you will see, man, like the people that I'm bringing on and what we speaking about, like we got the same vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like we on the same thing. Like me and bro really talked maybe 30 minutes to an hour before we even started this podcast, and I hate that we just didn't turn the cameras on and get to it, but we still gonna talk about R.E.A.L, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I brought him on, because everything that he doing as far as his fashion design and everything that he putting out there, he putting the R.E.A.L out. You know what I'm saying? He letting everybody know, like, it don't matter what you got going on in life or whatever you trying to do, like, you can build. Like, you can really create something and to make you feel good and to make you say, you know what? I can really do something in my life. Like, I can really go a different way. I ain't gotta go the way that everybody go. And this really, like, this podcast, that's why I said this kind of like for the youngest, it's for the older people too, because everybody going through that every day, you know what I'm saying? Everybody going through them struggles every day. Like, my boy we supposed to did this maybe last week, but he was so busy, you know what I'm saying, trying to do what he had to do, trying to maintain and just and get all his orders in and everything. I hit him up every day. I said, big bro, what you got going on? Like, what's your schedule today, man? Well, I got a big order, you know what I'm saying? So I had to respect that. I had to understand, like, I'm going to catch him when I catch him. And now that he on here, man, I'm talking about, like, man, me and this dude have been together since J High. Like I remember Rock at Home days, Saturday Morning Kids Club.
Yes, sir.
Look, if anybody out there, if anybody from the homes, you already know about Saturday Morning Kids. You feel me? It was always love. It was always good, and like we always grew up with each other, and we stayed in tune with each other. So now that he got his clothing line going on, and I got this podcast going on, and he on here now, man. Like this is a blessing for me and him. You know what I'm saying? We never thought maybe 10, 12 years ago. Hell, if you asked us, we would have thought we would have been in the league. Facts. We would have. And look, hey, I'm just gonna put this out there for anybody who don't know. Now we went 15-0.
Oh yeah.
We went 15-0. We broke a lot of national records. You know what I'm saying? In South Carolina, we did our thing on that field.
I mean, it started before then. We've been like that since we were little. Since Pee Wee, Grade Y, all the little league football. We were just the ones that came from the struggle, and we had a hustle, but we had a heart too. So. We ain't new to it. We true to this, man. Like,
Definitely. Man, I'm just telling you, man, like this right here, this really a blessing for me, man. Like I've been trying so long to do this, and now that I'm doing it, I got one of the greats on. I got my family on, and we sit here talking about business.
Yes,
you see what I'm
sir.
saying? Like we sit here talking about business. Like he on my podcast. He got his own clothing line. What clothing line? Excuse my language, YouTube. But he got his own fashion company. You know what I'm saying? And like, we doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody out here watching this right now, I know this giving motivation to somebody.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this right here is just, this big, man. Like, I never seen nobody just say they gonna do something and do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we came up from an era that all we thought was football, all we thought was women.
Yeah.
Hey, that was it back in the day. Football and women, you know what I'm saying? That's all we thought about. So now that we doing this, and we got family, we got kids, and man, we trying to build something big for y'all. So I mean, it's just like it's just good, man. But just talk to the people about, bro, some of the struggles that you went through. You know what I'm saying? Like starting your business, like starting it up, and the support that you probably didn't have, that you feel like you should have, you know what I'm saying? Because I done talked about that before on the podcast, you know what I'm saying? So just elaborate a little on that, like about, you know what I'm saying, how hard it was for you to start this clothing line.
I mean, the craziest thing was, it wasn't hard to start it. It was just hard to continue to stay consistent and stay motivated to do it. Like, I surrounded myself around the right people to help me really do it. But when you don't have the support for it, the knowledge of your family knowing about business and, breaking those generational cycles of, we was taught to go work. So I never really had that support, for his business knowledge. And I had to go outside my circle to seek that. And so that was the good part, that it wasn't hard to start it. I had the mindset to get started, take the initiative, and I surrounded myself around the right people, like I said, and they helped me get it started. And then from there, I took off. I didn't look back. It was like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know what the hell I'm creating.
Right, I'm telling you.
I'm going to move. I'm going to have, like they say now, you got to have motion. I always had motion, so there was nothing new I had to do. It was just like, start something, stay consistent, and keep going. Like, don't give up, because if I give up, then I might as well stop. And that was something I never wanted to do, was just stop, because now I'm back to square zero. And so, I mean, to answer his question, man, it was just like, the struggles came from the knowledge, man. Like, a lot of people want to stay in a circle,
right?
And sometimes you got to get out your circle to kind of really learn and reach your highest self. Because sometimes what your people don't know and you don't know, you'll never know unless you surround yourself around the people that's gonna help you learn that shit. So that was something I did, and I salute. I would definitely, tell anybody. I salute all my support, to this day. But I definitely tell anybody that's out there getting started. Anybody that's out there that's wanting to start something, surround yourself. Sometimes you got to get out your circle, get out your comfort zone, and surround yourself around people that's gonna help you grow and elevate in life. Because sometimes your family and your friends that you grew up with can't help you do that.
Exactly. Okay. So look, man, if y'all watching us right now, we're gonna pause for a little commercial right quick. We're gonna get right back to it. All right. So we back, man. Y'all just watched them good commercial, that good promotion. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you seen in them commercials, make sure you go copy all them links. Make sure you cop the merch. Make sure you stay tuned in with the real merch. You know what I'm saying? So what I just wanted to ask you too, bro, after after we elaborate on that, like what was your struggles like? Did you ever want to like give up when you've been starting this, you know what I'm saying, starting your fashion company, starting your clothing line? Did you ever have time you just be like, man, I ain't trying to do this no more, like this ain't it, this ain't cutting? You ever had them times?
I mean, it's crazy because I can, elaborate on that topic because I took this course like when I first got in business, and it was kind of, it was a black guy, he's a little older than me, and I, raised my hand, like asked him like, yo, do you ever have those times where you like doubtful moments?
Right.
And he tried to, be all, nah, you should. I'm gonna tell you otherwise. Yeah, you gon' have those moments. You feel me? Like that's the, the real side. That's the authentic side. That it ain't nothing you gonna do in life ain't gonna come to you easy. Especially if it's meant to be. So, when he said that, it rubbed me wrong because I'm like, this man probably going through something at this moment. I can tell you, I go through something every day because it's not just business. I have a lot of categories that I'm depositing in. Exactly. It's like something is always bound to go wrong, and I'm okay with that. And so when it comes to business, it's like I put myself, I put my family, and I put my son before business. So if any of those three categories go wrong, of course it's going to affect my business. Right. So I have to kind of, every day, it's an everyday thing. I have to work on myself. I have to work on my family. I have to, deposit into my son, and then I can really be the best business owner, the best businessman that I want to be. So hell yeah, I go through shit. Hell yeah, this shit ain't easy, like.
I'm telling you.
And I ain't finna sit right here and act like it's all, peaches and cream, because when you don't know it, you gonna have some difficulties,
I'm telling you, man. So like with that, like when you started talking about like your family, like that's what I'm big in on. You know what I'm saying? Like if the family ain't right, like you ain't right. Like
yes,
you can't do nothing. So a lot of people like with fathers and men, man, they put it on us as we supposed to be so tough. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to hold everything in. They don't never think like we don't go through nothing. You know what I'm saying? And even though I never downplay mothers, you know what I'm saying? Because mothers gonna always deal with a little bit more. Well, not a little bit more, way more, a lot more than what we deal with. But men have those struggles too. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, just speak to the people and let them know. Because I be trying to let people know, like, being a father and trying to be an entrepreneur and trying to be the best businessman you can be. Like, man, really speak about the mental struggles to these people to let them know, like, what we really go through, like, every day. Like, sometimes we feel like we ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we feel like we ain't doing enough. And it make us feel like, oh, I ain't no man, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, speak to them people about that, man. Like, what it really, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you short on a bill or something, you know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely. I understand. Like, like, it's crazy. Like, so first of all, I'm gonna give a shout out to my lady, Tony Shirabi, because, she's my backbone. Like, but she had put me through a lot of shit to help me understand who I am.
Right.
Like, and I go back to us having a newborn baby. It was like he was saying, as a woman, she kind of lost herself. So she kind of downplayed and down-talked some of the things that I had going on because of she's still trying to find herself. And that kind of made me as a man feel like, man, I know I'm doing everything I need to be doing for the family, but just the simple fact of her having a baby, going through postpartum and all that type of shit, she kind of didn't realize the woman and the potential she had, so she always tried to kind of like make me feel, and it wasn't intentional. It's just as a woman, she didn't realize she was doing those type of things, and it's like, damn, like maybe I need to do something different, or maybe something, something ain't right the whole time. As a man, that's why I am, I'm tapping to the guy. I understand the man that God has created me. It's not gonna be the same. Man, that's why we are a woman and a man. It's not meant to be the same. So I had to realize that, no matter whether she's going to support me during these times, these hard times, like he said, barely getting bills paid. Barely making it. You feel me? Like,
you feel me? Like,
shit behind, like waiting on pandemic money, like waiting on EBT, all this shit to kick in just to kind of feed my family. But then it's like, what? Something hit me that, Nick, as long as you doing what you're supposed to do, you can't really worry about that side. And
Hey.
God gonna provide a way.
Hey.
But Nick,
Look,
do
we
what you
preaching
supposed
on
to
here
do.
now.
You know,
We
like get
preaching
off
now.
your ass and do what you supposed to do.
Yes, sir.
And that's what, like, once you doing your part, can't nobody stop you. Can't
Nah.
nobody stop what
What
God
I
has
just
called
said,
you.
nah.
Like, keep doing what you doing.
Yes, sir.
It may not look good to the next person, but as long as you feel good, as long as it makes you happy,
Yo.
keep doing it.
Yes, sir.
Keep doing it.
Man, that's why I say, man, like, y'all gotta really in tune to this, man, cause everything that I've been talking about, I get people like my first guest, man, that blessed me. And guess what he talking about? Like, he basically everything I've been talking about, being patient, not worrying about the support. Everything I've been talking about, like, you just do it. You do it because it make you feel good. Life is about keeping your mental right.
Oh, yeah.
In order for you to build on, in order for you to do right for you and your family, or for just you. You know what I'm saying? It's just you. You gotta have your mental right.
Yeah.
If you ain't got your mental right, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing. I promise you that. That's why every day I get up in the morning, I tell myself, I thank God, and I say, look, can't nobody stop what I got going on. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
you,
it's
like
up to
I
me.
said, yeah.
It's up to me. If I stop tomorrow, guess what? It's done for.
Yeah.
But can't nobody stop what I got going on, man. Look, this is a blessing to me, man. Like, we finna what you got for me, bro? You got some merch. You got some merch going on. Bring some merch on, man. We got some merch going on, man. Look, I want y'all to make sure. Look, we're gonna put this
This
Gmail.
right here for the boss man and the first lady.
Yes,
man.
sir.
You know, like, this is like one of my logos. Everything been authentic, created from the top of the dome, man. This right here is something I created. It's like breaking the cycle. If you see it, it's a question mark asking you, like, what you gonna do about it to make sure life don't affect you in the
Yes,
wrong
sir.
way. You know, like,
Exactly.
you know, this right here for the boss lady. And, you know, I got some shorts right here. These two my original logos. That's why I'm showing them to y'all. Like, you know, I'm still going with, I got a lot more. This right here is just the basic, logo.
Exactly.
Basically the acronym right here, like. And then on top of that, y'all know I do the customizing. So, I help other brands identify and mobilize with their brand.
Exactly.
And that was something else, I tapped into early on in my career. It was like, you know what? I ain't finna just be buying it from nobody. I'd rather make it. And now it turned from me making my own to making other people's shit. So, I got a couple pieces of, some blanks, like, like I keep it rolling. This shit is on hand, and I got the plugs and I got the vendors, like, so tap in with me. I'll drop all my, contact information down below. Tap in with me, man. Like I said, I can, sell you something or I can help you sell something. So, it's a give and take with me, like. But definitely, man, boss lady, these for you right here, and
Look, okay, we got some good look. The
Yes,
wife
sir,
don't
y'all
want to get on the
get-
camera. He
look.
bought some gifts. Look, we got some.
You already know I
look.
gotta,
He
some
bring. Look,
leave
I ain't
behind,
even get no gift to my boy, but look, we gonna get a gift.
It's okay. He
I
gave me the
text-
vibes and the energy.
I text my boy before he came. I said, look, anytime you need me for labor, I'm there.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm
like,
saying? Because that's
And he
what
didn't even know I was
that's what
bringing
it's
this,
for.
this is just what I do, like,
Yes,
I
sir.
kind of been here plenty of times, but the fact that he brought me on his platform is on the ride, leave something behind, like.
Definitely, I appreciate it, my
Oh,
boy,
yeah, you
man.
already
It's
know it,
all
man. You
love,
already
man.
know it, for
It's
sure,
all
man,
look.
for sure.
Make sure y'all gonna cop that real merch. You
And
know
that's
what
why
I'm
I say
saying?
from youth to adults, man, I got a little bit of everything for
Go
everybody.
cop that real
like.
merch. Look, and we definitely gonna wear it. You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna wear it. You feel me? Go cop that. We're gonna make sure we put all this information in the description. And we're gonna make sure we drop it down here, drop it up there, wherever we put it at. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all tuning in one more time, man, to the True Story Podcast. Hey, look, if you want to come on the show, if you're an entrepreneur, you got something going on like my boy Marvelous Nick Cousar, you feel me? Look, hit the Trustorypodcast@gmail.com. It's always somebody that's going to get back with you. We always going to hit you back. We always going to give you a direct number to make sure you get on this podcast. Like, this is for the people, man. I'm bringing something different to everybody. I want people to start engaging in this because I feel like, I know I'm doing something different. I know I'm doing something different way other than any other podcast. Like, I'm here for the people, man. I ain't got everything. We ain't got everything, but we building. So just keep building with us. I appreciate you, bro. I'm going to dap you up again. And we out.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir. Let's go.